I thought the. What? Hold on.
How can you fuck off? I counted it.
Okay, now.
You're retarded!
Now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying that that's because you.
Okay, god damn it. Okay, let's just start acting like nothing happened. I was so poor back then, I had to jerk and eat the cat.
I heard nothing because of the lag.
What the fuck is going on anymore?
I feel
Honestly,
like
I don't
I'm
know
Dark
what's
Souls.
going
My
on.
blood pressure is raising. Next thing you know, the drop kicking my fucking desk.
Oh god.
All I hear is
I'm
agonizing
so
screams
confused.
and I'm scared.
Fuck
Oh
you.
god, I'm dying. I'm legit dying.
Anyways.
Don't make
Right.
a mess.
Right,
So-
we're live, aren't we?
Yeah.
Alright, so
fuck.
everyone, I apologize for the heavily levels of stupidity being demonstrated by this cast, but you've come to expect this from us.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
This
just.
is what you come for. This is what you subscribe for. This is what you watch. This is why you're here.
Wait, what? People actually are subscribed to our channel.
My mom
Yeah.
is,
I've seen his subscriber count.
my
It's-
mom is
They're really
subscribed.
low,
news.
but you know they're still
Fake
there.
news.
we
Fake
have
news. It's fake news.
how many subscribers? We have
Maybe,
58 subscribers.
Yay.
My channel had 300 before it got fucked by copyright strikes.
Great.
No,
Hold on,
that's seriously pissing. No, seriously, Japan, fuck you. Get your fucking copyright laws
Uh-oh.
together, you shit cunts.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's right, I'm calling you out, all you fucking Japan game developers. Learn what fair use is, then adopt it. Geenie.
Oh.
Also, yes, Satirical Joker is back. Hi, Deets, you wanker.
Oh.
Oh
I'm,
god.
so-
Oh dear.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Deets, but I had to laugh at that.
Is he even watching?
Probably
Is
not.
anybody even watching?
Yes,
How
he
many
is.
viewers?
Right. Everyone just watch the live stream just to, like, boost our numbers.
I'm
Nah.
We'll do what Onision does.
I'm watching the live stream on my phone to make it look like we.
He's only kidding.
Because I don't have a view count right now. I don't have any.
Well, probably because
wonder how many people actually
Triangles
watch our
had the
streams
opening
anyway.
thing for like 40 odd minutes.
Oh yeah, probably.
20.
Like, everyone,
yeah,
like,
how many
all
people
cool.
watch our streams? I don't think it's that much,
Like,
honestly.
shut up.
A lot of
I
people
wa-
watch
Shut
and post
I was
on,
watching
you know.
the Black Wolf Company interview. I can't speak words, and I thoroughly enjoyed that.
We need to beat Raggedy Dan's live stream of 26 people. So, everyone who's watching now, everyone who's on the podcast and watching, create a second account, and that means that's 12 people automatically watching it once, and then the other 12 people make alt accounts. I mean, that's 24 people watching it. Then we're making more alt accounts.
Hang on, I think I have a secondary account. Give me a second.
Don't
Ah.
actually do that because we'll actually get the view button.
Okay, shit. I was
BCOAMS's big
I was in
channel.
YouTube under my other account. You could have had it.
Anyways, so Satirical, do you kind of want to go over what happened that made you leave, by any chance?
You want me to tell the entire story?
Yes, please.
We're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
why
sure.
not?
Alright, okay, everyone settle down the campfire, and let's not sing our campfire song, but I'll go over the story of why I left
Grandpa
for the
Joker's
second
gonna tell
time.
a story, everyone.
Right.
I'm so
Now, the
excited.
reason I left... You should have got your drinks beforehand, you stupid idiot.
You sound
It's
like
in
my
my-
sister.
My
insulting me.
fucking hand. I said grab it, not get it. Or did I say get?
I don't know, you're
English,
both...
you
You're,
speaking
we're
good?
both, like... I need a drink as well, to be fair.
Just
Right.
just
Right, getting on track. The reason I left is because of two ex-members of the podcast. I'm just going to name drop you two because I don't like you for shit. One of them is Odious, and the other one is, well, DTJ comment about me changing my name should really be applied to this person. His current name is Speed Reader Foxtrot, aka Dom. Now these two, in my opinion, are legitimate scumbags. They will twist anything you say against you in order to fit their own agenda, and just essentially make them have themselves feel valued in life.
Yeah, yeah. I remember.
Odious,
Attack troops and hyperboles.
because odious, and you can't argue my next point. You stick to your guns, and I could appreciate that if you were actually sticking to a correct, like, and true cause, because you stuck to your guns on one specific point which you had no fucking evidence to support, and people told you there's no evidence, you can't go saying this shit, and even Triangulus even said he didn't even say it. That's one of the reasons why I left, because you kept saying that I told Dietz to kill himself over and over. You kept saying that I did with no proof. And you also had help with that with Dom, who essentially just kept motivating you to do it. He kept encouraging you to do it. And one of your second points as well that you brought against me was I abused my powers mod. Now, like, at this time, the power rankings were Triangulus. I think Dietz was, I'm not sure, no, Dietz wasn't in server at the time. It was Triangulus, me, and then the podcast role.
And it still is that way, actually.
And during this, right. Yeah. And during this entire time, I could have very easily have just muted you all together.
Yep.
And I could have just muted and blocked you and kicked you, but I didn't, because unlike you, I actually think stuff over. Because I knew that even if I did, even though I'm well within my rights to do it, you would use it against me. So I decided to put up with your shit up until the point that you decided to, and you had some fucking balls. Because a couple of occasions when there's drama and that I'm involved in, it's not my decision to delete it, but I get told to delete it by Triangulus. And you use this knowledge that people accuse me of deleting stuff, like, without me telling them, but in fact I'm actually told to. So the similar thing which happened with Nightmare, but me and him, that's just water from another bridge. Triangulus deleted some of the stuff, deleted some of it, mostly the stuff that two people said. I'm not going to name them.
Yeah.
But you said that, oh, you deleted the evidence. I didn't delete anything. I didn't delete anything. I just ended up banning the two members. And me banning them, I only deleted what they said. I didn't delete anything that I said, because I didn't say anything. I didn't tell him to kill himself. Yes, granted, I was a dick to him, but I didn't say that. You legitimately have no proof. I know you're probably going to say that you're getting defensive, and when people get very defensive, they've done it. Some cases that's true, but for me it isn't. So, you know, you just have the one exception, doesn't make sense. Very suspicious. You're very much welcome to have your theory on that, but it's, when it comes down to it, if I said it, because you're the type of person that will screen cap anything and use it against people. Because one of you, I'm not sure who it was, when I gave myself the roles because I knew that some of this shit would happen, so I decided to give myself enough roles, because I was, in my mind, give myself all the rules in the server, meaning that when you remove one of the rules, I would still have the power enough to actually not be booted off, like kicked off the server. You called me a role whore, and to back up this quote, you screenshot something that was taken out of context from a different server. So I said, oh, I joined, give me all the rules please, I am a role whore, LOL.
Oh my god.
And here's the thing, I was in a voice chat as well, and I wasn't in a voice chat with you, but I was in a voice chat, and he says, you do know people are going to use it against you. He was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm alright. Right. But when it come back around, sort of come back to my point of you decide to delete the messages in front of Triangulus, and here's the thing: due to the fact that you kept pushing them out, because you ended up brainwashing Try, because I'm not gonna be nasty to you, Try, but you're not that like, you don't like think things through.
Yeah,
Like, you're very like reactionary.
I can admittedly kind of react to that. Not react, but admit to that. Why did I say react to that? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, continue.
Right. So you immediately assume that I was the one deleting the messages, but really it was them. And they kept saying that they didn't, but they immediately shut up and they said, okay, yeah, we were deleting them. They only said that after I posted the evidence, which was the mod's audit log, like the recent activities of the moderators. And after this, you ended up removing both the privileges and kicking them off the podcast all completely. But in my eyes, it was just like, I've reached my point, like, I'm done with it, because in my eyes, like, from, like, you know me, like, you've known me longer than them, and I've known you longer than them, Troy.
Yeah.
So it's just the point of, like, the amount of bullshit that went on, like, you could, like I say, this thing, I ended up having to explain it to you fully, everything what happened, even though you were there.
Yeah.
And I just felt, honestly, I felt betrayed. If you want my honest opinion, I did feel I felt betrayed.
Mm.
And here's the thing, like, all that shit could have been avoided if I just banned them, but, like, in my mind I was thinking, what would be worse, me banning them or me not doing fuck all? Like, me doing fuck all, because me banning them would essentially, in a way prove their points to be correct, but at the same time disproving their points at the same time, because granted, yes, I have the power, but I'm not using it for my own, like, I'm not using it maliciously.
Good on you.
But at the same time, it can be seen as me using it maliciously because I'm trying to get rid of them.
It's like,
But I'm only getting rid of them because they're lying. They're lying and they're purposefully doing it, even though that they say that, even though they themselves try to, like, stop drama from happening, but they cause drama on purpose.
yeah.
It's sort of like a double standard.
Yep.
So, like, during all of this, I just said Triangulus just banned me because at this point I was just about just to, like, give in and just expose both of them for the amount of hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Because it just came to the point, it's like, you know how I react. Like, you know I will legit go full, like, quote-unquote NSA and just collect as enough dirt on you as possible. But
Yeah.
I already was. That's the thing.
Ooh.
I already got the screenshots from different server of you accusing me and refusing to actually apologize, and then actually I'm just gonna pull up the message that you sent me, which really shows how fake you are, because you apologized for accusing me, but then you go back on that apology and then continue to accuse me.
The anti-apology. Love those.
Yeah.
Channel awesome.
I can't find the message right now because I haven't obviously messaged them in ages, so just give me a minute and I'll find his name in the server.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Neat.
Right. Just want to apologize for snapping at you yesterday. I wasn't in the best mood and it was wrong of me to take it out on you. You seem like a pretty cool dude. Now at this time I was thinking you're still a twat and you're a cunt. But even like saying it because you already have a bias, and I also have a bias as well, but my bias is that I don't like beats whatsoever, which is like, like just because of what you recently said to me. I'll get into that. I will get into that. That makes me mad. but like you apologize, you like take apology and then just going back on like your apology and then going back on it. It just goes to show that you're a liar, and you can't be taken seriously because, as far as I'm concerned, you could say, "Oh, I'm sorry for being racist towards." Like you say that to a black, but you call someone a nigger.
Oh.
Then you go back and you say, "Oh, I'm sorry," but then you call them it again. Like it just goes through that you can't be trusted. Like you do it once, you do it again. That's like that's like I said, the main issue that I have. And the thing is with Dom, he's more fake. He is like one of the fakest fuckers you will ever see because he switches sides like there's no other.
He's Italy, World War II.
Yeah, he is. That's a good comparison.
I was
Here's the
joking.
thing.
I don't like conflict. I just wanted to make a funny joke to like make the situation.
Yeah,
less
it's funny, but at the same time, it's true because just because he was given the podcast role, he automatically thinks he knows what's best for the server, and he just. Because here's the thing, I already had like a major issue with you not like running stuff by us first. Because in my eyes, it's just like what's the whole point of us? Like, what's the whole point of like the few moderators and admins you have being there if you're not going to run it past us?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm all for like people suggesting for stuff, but like when you let a mod, now keep in mind the hierarchy is head admin, admins, and then mods.
Yeah.
I'm your head admin. I was your head admin at the time. And when I said no, we're not implementing this shit until like when we think it over, and due to you being like a spur of the moment person, like, oh no, we're just gonna accept it. That seems petty as fuck, but at the same time, it's like my recent history. It just made me more mad at you.
Yeah.
But like I said with Dom, he switches sides because at one point he says he was homophobic, and then he's not homophobic, and then he's homophobic again.
Can't
So it's like
decide.
if you switch sides like that many times, you switch your opinions that many times, you can't like if you're like me and you actually like showed that you were a different persona, because that's like one of my coping methods to some of the stuff that happened. Like not this stuff, but other stuff. If you like make it clear that you act like you're faking, like you're acting it, then people won't use it against you. But when you actually are acting like this legitimately, nothing you say can be like trusted. Like that may sound harsh and stuff, but it can't be. And
Yeah.
you always back to the switching sides things. In this case, we already had like some issues with each other. But here's the thing. I'm just gonna pull up our DMs with you, and in all honesty, I know it's like, oh, you shouldn't be revealing DMs. It shows you're a cunt. You shouldn't be trustworthy. In my opinion, in honest opinion, if somebody like him switches sides constantly and he can't be trusted, you're morally in the right to like reveal your DM conversations with him to actually prove your point, because you can't take his word seriously.
True.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Just give me a minute, I'll find the messages I have with him. Right. Right, now these messages are from, let's say, back in March. Yeah, back in March. Yeah, it was back in March. At this point, like, I started to like I got better acquainted with you trying this. Like, I started to like slowly forgive you for this shit. And then he
Right.
like, first of all, because I already made it clear that don't fucking contact me, none of yous, because I would tell yous all to fuck off. And then the whole thing, then you sent me, Dom wants to talk to you, he says it's urgent, and a last DMs with him, he actually deleted the message, actually.
Oh. So something.
And I can't actually zoom into the message. No, sorry, I can't read that. Oh well, yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. Right, due to some some other stuff that I didn't like with him before.
Mm-hmm.
Like this was to do with Deets as well.
Yep.
But essentially, it all comes back to he's like, oh, I'm just gonna post this little meme that you don't like because, like, it takes a lot to get under my skin. And one of the things that did get under my skin was like when people say, oh, just like, you know, this person who's slandering you, like who's slandering you, aka like harassing you with a purpose, and he won't actually stop it even if you come back on. Just turn your computer off, because here's the thing. You told us quite publicly, stop bringing up the fact that I was homophobic, but, and I was perfectly fine with doing that, but I also said, don't bring up this annoying fucking meme, because this fat thing just kept pissing me off. Don't bring that up, and I won't bring up the fact that you're a homophobe. He agreed to it. And now here's the thing. I didn't bring up he was a homophobe again, even after this instant, but now I am, because it's like, you already broke the agreement and you already backed out on that deal. So it's perfectly within my right, but actually, hang on. He actually already deleted the message after he sent it.
Ooh. Special.
Not important. I said to Triangle, it's not important, so he can fuck off. In any case, the wanker deleted his message if he has sent me one. Also, he isn't blocked, so he can send a message. I just won't reply to it. Now, at the time, I didn't actually know that he sent a message until I actually looked again, because I was going through a slight mental breakdown, like due to some other shit, but I ended up screen capping it. So he did send me a message, but on the same day I decided, I was like, fuck it, I'm calling you on your bullshit, Dom, because here's the thing, I've got you right here and here. Like, I got the evidence that I need for you. And I sent the 2 screenshots that I had, and I said, fucking comedian. And, oh. Dude, what the fuck, I wanted to apologize, but if you want to act like an asshole, so be it. I was gonna apologize, but I guess if you want... I'm sorry, what? I was gonna apologize, but I guess if you want to act like this, I can just leave. Like, they both already knew that I didn't want to talk to them whatsoever. Like, I refused to, like, talk to anything, because here's the thing. I said, don't send me friend requests. Don't do that shit. You send me a friend request. I just refused it. Sent me another one. He sent me 4 in the period of 24 hours. I think I've sent you the screenshots for this.
I think so.
Now, I'm gonna stop you real quick. I gotta say, good on you for not reacting the way I would have to that statement. Cause if someone sent me that, I would have put on the hockey mask and you had not seen me or them for a week.
Oh, Jesus.
I'd return, you'd never see them.
Alright, so can I continue?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now keep this in mind, I called them, right, if we're just gonna like start with a blank slate here, the worst thing that I called them before was I essentially said whatever he wants is not important, so he can fuck off, and I called him a wanker. And you know what? I wasted tries in my time just to contact you to apologize, but no, you gotta be a cunt bag and act like this. Took time out of my day to set things right, and you just shunned me. Just fuck away if you want to act like this. And then I responded with, I don't respect you at all, so why would I care? Oh wow, thanks then. Like, I tried apologizing for what I've done, but you know, I can just like stop talking to you. I mean, I tried everything to get you back in that server and on the show. Also, I want to make this point clear. I didn't give a fuck about the server at the time. I wanted nothing to do with it or the show because of all the reasons. Because it all accumulated. And this event was just the catalyst to just set off the explosion.
It's almost
Triangle,
like...
I think
Oh,
you can
Go
agree
ahead.
with my next point. I can
Yeah.
get back on whenever I wanted. Like, all I would have to do is ask you, and you would allow me back on.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could ask any of us, and you'd be back on.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Yeah.
He says, then do it, and I said, no. I mean, I wasted time trying everything. And honestly, like, at this point I was like, mate, I know you're fake as fuck. And I responded with, did anyone ask you to? I wasted time trying to set things right. Okay, why you still hate me then? Go on, say it. Keyword I used was, I don't respect you, but yeah, I hate you as well. You're fake as fuck, that's why. And I called him out on twisting my words, and he says, fake? Okay, how? He turns sides constantly. You're all for stopping drama, which you then kept instigating and also support the banning of me. That's right as well. These two wanted to ban me as well, because here's the thing. I knew for a fact that I wouldn't be able to physically remove myself from this, because it's... When someone's slandering you to your face, you want to fucking prove them wrong.
Yep.
But due to my, like, anger problems, I would legit explode. So I said, try and just fucking ban me right now. Kick me off the server altogether.
Yeah.
And you then proceed to delete messages I sent to try and frame me for covering it up, and also already helped with that. I posted the screenshot in the mod chat, but of course that got deleted because you banned me afterwards, but I was fine with that. Okay, let me get one part. I deleted your message to stop you from fighting Oddie. I did the same to him. If you wanted to actually care about it, you wouldn't. If you wanted me to stop fighting, you wouldn't yourself have got involved in the fight. You would have contacted Triangulus and then told them just to, like, stop it. And I said, no you didn't. I posted audit logs proving you and him covering it up, because both of them were deleting the messages together. And they both deleted mine, and he says, this is, I don't know what his point was in, like, typing this, but it just proves my point. Also, I supported Deist and then stopped supporting him, then stopped talking to him completely. You see what I mean? Like, he was all for supporting Deets at first. Like, this was like from other drama. All for supporting Deets, and he stopped supporting Deets, but now he's back to supporting Deets because he's supporting Odious, and who is also supporting Deets. So you kind of see, like, the hypocrisy in that fucking statement, because if you like stopped talking to him completely and you didn't support him, why are you on his side now? Because even if he wasn't directly involved, this is about him, and Odious, like, I don't even know the word to describe you. You kept this drama up for so long, and then you got Dom on your side, and he's back now. Now, essentially, you're both working for Deets at this point, even if he doesn't outright say it, you are. So that statement, the statement Dom has said about, oh, I stopped talking to him completely. Granted, you probably have. I can't disprove or prove that, but yes, if you're supporting Odious, who is all for slandering people, you're supporting Deets because Deets, this whole thing is about fucking Deets. Fucking irony. Also, I got a load as well. Second of all, I censored both of you to stop it quicker. Also, I wasn't framing anyone. I was trying to stop the fight that he himself instigated and made worse. He just wanted to keep his little moderator role. I was trying to stop the fight. Also, I turned sides to show people that the fight isn't worth. I I turn sides to show people that the fight isn't worth it, and if they don't quit it, it'll keep going. He switches sides to prove... If you're
What?
switching sides to prove points, you're not stopping the argument, you're just encouraging it and legitimizing both sides' arguments. Therefore, making the argument continue. Like, I switch sides to prove points. It just depends on the do I even need to continue reading this?
I think I get the idea of what he's saying.
Oh boy, oh fucking Christ. He says he's trustworthy as well. Oh,
Okay,
that is.
What I learned from my brief existence so far on this planet, anyone who says that they're trustworthy, if you're trustworthy, you shouldn't need to say it.
Yeah, no.
It's like
No.
it's
Like
like
you don't know yourself.
You demonstrate through your actions and what you say.
it's like
It's one of the about yourself. It's just what people know about you.
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, it's like imagine
It's like people
hold
that
on.
say, I'm such a good person. I help the homeless people all the time, and they just like their Facebook page, and that's it. They don't do anything else.
yeah.
And then they also decide to do a rice gum and throw money in the homeless person's faces. See, I'm helping this person, but also at the same time, I'm also laughing at him as well.
Yeah.
See, I'm trustworthy.
Look at me!
I'm
Look
a
at me
good
helping the homeless. Look at me spraying this money in their face. Probably paper cuts.
Yeah, that's
But yeah, I'm just gonna go to my closing messages with him. I don't
Yeah.
explain myself to fake people who twist words and portray themselves to be innocent victims. Even if you never outright say it, you act like one. And I never said I was innocent. Also, I'm not acting innocent. Lol. Therefore, he thinks he's trying to be cocky and disproving this point, but he's also proving my main point is that he's fake, and that there's like nothing real about him. That you are clearly dumb, as you haven't read and understood anything I have said. What you're doing right now is twisting my words and trying to flip them completely against me, and you're feeling horribly. Feeling horribly as well because, unlike you, Dom, I'm self-aware. And if I was twisting them, I would have won. Mate, twist my fucking words, please. Come on. Please. Come on a live stream. You know, come on this live stream and attempt to twist my words and try and prove yourself right.
Well, I mean,
think there's
I would
only-
just be
Twisting-
sucking
because here's the
drama
thing.
more.
To twist
think
somebody's words
yeah.
automatically makes you unreliable, untrustworthy, and it also makes you lose automatically because you cannot rely on truth and facts, so you need to make your own quote-unquote facts to make
You
your
start
points,
making shit up.
to support your points. But he says, I'm not trying as I don't really have to at this point. I mean, you're making an idiot of yourself by acting professional when no one really cares. Mate, Mate, you have not seen me when I'm actually professional. Because when I act professional, I make little shitheads like you shut up permanently.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I think talking about it more and going on with stuff like this will just further things, and I don't think anyone wants that.
Oh, I do not care. I'm being serious right now. I do not care.
Personally, I
Yeah.
don't really want it, but if you want to give your side of the story, then go ahead.
I'm not the one making an idiot of myself. As one, I can understand what people say and I don't need it simplified. Because here's the thing, I was just speaking how I normally speak. So at this point, I dropped all my fucking fake personas and I just acted like I normally do. And two, you've proven me right on you being fake. So I was like, you know, you can't really disprove that point, but you're gonna attempt to. And 3, acting professional is not acting if one of my true traits is being professional, because, like, this is like, people call this a cop-out answer, but if you actually like talk to the people that I know in real life, like, they would know when it comes to times like I'm professional, like I'll act all business like, and then like the other times I'll just act like myself. But like before, like during the conversation, I says like once I just shut you up, I'm just not gonna respond. Like I'm just like at one point it's gonna be like one point it's gonna be, I'm not gonna listen to any more of your bullshit. I'm just gonna not respond. And oh, this is the most childish fucking response ever. Right, just keep in mind. 4 emojis, and it says also remember about message about no responses in the future. True traits being professional XD. It's in effect now. And because I quick type, like I tend to misspell a couple of words, obviously, because I turned autocorrect off because Discord autocorrect is utter shit. I think we're all in agreement on that.
Yeah, I actually entirely agree.
And I'm just gonna say everything following now. Okay, professional in quotes. Turtle. Yeah, about this 100 times, and then did, and then hang on. This is on separate days. So 2 weeks later, he spams my messages again with that annoying emoji of where it's like a serious face and he's thinking. Like what are you what is this? Like what are you you're just proving me right. Like you're proving yourself to be fake as fuck, and also like what's your end game? Like
I think at that point the
I
end game
I spent a good amount of time afterwards just trying to figure you out, like figure both of you out and figure the other people out, because
yeah,
this is my real life. I have people just would call it bipolar. The doctors like just diagnosed as split personality. There's gonna be normal happy self, and then there's the dark, like the anger side where he's like calculative, and he essentially is just out to fuck as many people over as possible, or just like use stuff against them. So I ended up just thinking like what was like his end goal, and I just pretty much just put it down to just craving attention. Because I mean, if someone who switches sides constantly is not loyal to one person, if you're loyal to one person, you wouldn't be seen as wanting attention, because switching sides and talking to other people and like backing them up, you're craving for attention on how fake you are. You probably, even know that like what I'm saying is bad for you, you're probably still loving it because you're getting attention, which the slight sort of miscalculation on my part on actually talking about this, but at the same time, I do not give a shit if this makes you feel good. But yeah, the main reason I left was some bullshit drama, 2 fucking cunts slandering me constantly, and a bunch of other bullshit involving admins and other people, and also mental breakdowns occurring quite regularly. That's why I left.
Now to talk about Little Tay.
Wow.
That was perfect.
Transition.
Perfect timing.
Oh God.
I love how we didn't even introduce everyone yet.
Yeah, we just like we had like a fucked up intro, and then we just got all serious.
Yep.
But also, another thing that I want to tag on as well is the message I got off Beats. This is some bullshit right here. Okay, so you want to like say, oh, we got off on the wrong foot. No shit, but
Oh, this
at first we were friendly with each other, that there was some banter between us, and then you let your true self be shown. And you know, honestly, I just didn't like it. But moving on from that little point there, we didn't get off on the wrong. We got off on the wrong foot completely. And here's the thing: when I joined back, this entire shit, the main reason why I left, it got brought up immediately because one of the members, I'm not gonna like name any of the relations because I'm actually considerate in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
He's heavily biased towards you, and you both know why.
Yep.
Says, "Oh yeah, I don't think it's funny you telling Deets to kill himself." And same thing with Audie, mate. You can spew all the shit you want, but here's the thing. You ever heard of the you know, when the boy cries wolf?
Yep.
You keep crying this, you keep crying with no proof, and when they come and look, there's no proof. You remind me of Coolin when Deets banned him. Second time.
Tech support.
Even when he's presented with proof, he doesn't accept it. I showed you. Here's the thing. I showed you proof of you not seeing anything because you know what my proof was. Nothing. I didn't show you anything because guess what? I can't prove that I didn't see it. But here's the thing. If I did see it, and as I made this point clear before, if I did see it, every person in that on the server would have screenshotted it. Here's the thing. If I did see it, and don't you dare try and say, oh, he's admitting to it by being a hypothetical, because if you do, it just shows that you have no fucking proof, because you don't. But if I did legitimately see it, Triangulus, how many people would you think would constantly keep harassing me about it? Be fair, let's say, just name them. Who would you honestly think would keep doing it? Deets himself, then Dom, he would not let that drop.
And I'm
It'll
not
be
actually
Riot.
sure who else.
It'll be the main members of the server, which is run by a YouTuber who just came back to it. I'll let everyone who's watching figure that out.
Yep.
But
Who's
I'd say all the quote-unquote faggots that we all know about, they would hold it against me, and they would keep bringing it up, and they would just make my point all invalid because I told him to kill himself, but I didn't tell him to kill himself. Kill himself, sorry. But this statement you made, I'm just gonna read it out. What channel is it in? By the way, it's in. Oh, doesn't matter. I found it. So, satirical joker or Nevik, whatever you decide to change your name to for the 7th time. I like that, Deets. Just disregard my entire persona and what I actually do on Discord. Already loving this statement. I haven't personally talked to you for a while, and I was willing to start over. Those words there, and I was willing to start over.
Keep those in mind.
Keep those in mind. Seeming as we got off on the wrong foot. Yeah, we did, and here's the thing. I was specifically towards you because you never. I can't prove this. This is purely conspiracy right now. I can't outright prove you told Audie and Dom to keep harassing me. I can't prove that. That's just something that in my mind I think that's what you did, but I don't have proof of that. So I was willing to settle everything, like put it all water under the bridge. But this point. However, as your local neighborhood, I almost said his name. Deets fanboy, that's what I'm gonna call you as, has shown me you're still the same person you were in late 2017. Okay, now it. Oh, hang on. It's honestly sad seeing such a waste from someone who clearly has potential. You used to be nice and used to be outgoing, but now you just seem ignorant. this statement in itself, Dom. No, sorry, not Dom. Deets. Too many people with names beginning with D on Discord. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
If you're calling me ignorant, actually listen to both sides of everything, and this statement in itself is ignorant because, as far as I'm concerned, your fanboy is only in this server, like the one we filmed the podcast in, and the only exposure that he has had towards me since me coming back is me being defensive against me getting slandered. And granted, I did act like that before, so you're justifiable in saying like you haven't changed since 2017, but saying that in itself without actually seeing my other interactions with people is in itself being ignorant. Like, you're just labeling me as like, oh, you haven't changed whatsoever, even though I have changed. You just decide to, I'm just gonna base my entire opinion off of one encounter, which you yourself aren't even direct. I say you sort of are directly involved, but you didn't like instigate it. Like, your fanboy definitely instigated. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah. So calling me a.
What?
What?
Where'd he go?
Only
Off.
The
stupid
fuck?
shit you'll pull next.
So someone was moving you for a second.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, that is beautiful. Oh ho ho.
What?
Oh ho ho.
Oh,
Hang on,
lordy,
hang on.
lordy, fucking lord. Can we just, like, move on before shit hits the fan once again? For, like,
Yeah.
the-
I think it might actually be a good idea now.
I think it might...
We're supposed to have, you know, little Faye, the 12-year-old.
Oh. Hang on
Oh.
a second, hang on. Listen, mate. I'll give you your roll back after the podcast is over, okay?
What?
Oh, boy.
What?
What?
I'll give you your roll back, mate, okay? You're listening to this now. I'll give you
Oh.
your roll back after the podcast is over, okay? Right, this isn't mod abuse, this is just you just trying to silence me, or you're just trying to do it for a little goof.
Wait, who did it?
But,
Boomstivis, the fuck?
I'm just
What?
gonna,
I-
I'll just send it to you, Triangulus. I'll send you his name.
Try also look at my DMs if you haven't.
Alright. Fine. Let's see.
I know this is probably none of my business and not my place.
If you're on a laptop or computer,
Yeah.
just look at the audit logs. Just look at the audit logs.
Okay. Schnauz, why? The fuck?
But back to another point. I'll just repeat it since he kept muting and deafening me. Him calling me ignorant. You can't call me ignorant based off of one interaction that I've had when it wasn't even with you. You can't assume that like I'm like ignorant. Like, but here's the thing: I wasn't. In 2017, I wasn't ignorant. You just labeled me that because you just didn't want to accept the fact that I didn't say anything to. I didn't say kill yourself, Beats, or none of that. But followers kept up with it. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. But just assuming that I'm ignorant based off of one interaction with someone who isn't even, like, you weren't even directly there. Like, you don't actually see the full thing, which you probably did because I screenshotted it and sent it to Tim, Satman. I screenshotted it. I'll let you be the judge on who that was, because I know you're probably gonna watch this.
I might watch this again.
Yeah.
Have I even liked? Let me see. Oh, I have.
But now it's but yeah, saying that I haven't changed since 2017 based off of one interaction which you yourself aren't directly seeing, and you haven't even seen me interacting with other people. Saying that I'm ignorant without you yourself looking at my other interactions and not even bothering to, is in itself ignorance. You're being ignorant by not even bothering to actually make a well thought out opinion on me. But yet again, you probably. But I mean, along with the rest of this message, it goes to show that you don't actually give a shit about me. Based on one beautiful point which I love, but we'll get to that in a second. I'm sorry to put it down like this, but it's painfully true. Half of your statement is true, the other half is just blatant bullshit. If you'd only be nicer to people, you might make more friends. I could show my Discord friends list from 2017 and compare it to my Discord friends list on 2018. I can also
There's a lot of things
go
you
to
could
my
do.
college, write a list down of everyone in my college group, and post and send it to you when I'm not going to. Well, I could. I could also go on my Xbox Live profile and take pictures of the notifications which appear saying, "Oh, you've added such and such," and they've added you back. But all you do is make more fights. This is another point. I'm not sure if I've already made this point clear. May have not. But most of the arguments that I got into on the other server, they were instigated by other people, and me being a good friend, I backed up the people. I backed up my friends, because obviously they were in the right, and it's just a bunch of petty shit, which it was like fun at the time to participate in, but I was always like but you always gotta. But if your friend's in the right, you're gonna side with them on you. Like if your friend's in the right and they've done nothing wrong, you're not gonna go against them, are you? You're not gonna be a dick. So
Not to interrupt
but
or
all you
anything.
do is
I'm a bit tempted to just start screaming about Jakey Paul over here. I mean,
mine is triangular because you know, he's the one exception.
Wait, what?
I'm confused.
What?
I wasn't referring to that, Jakey Paul. I was referring to the podcast topics that we have gleefully ignored.
Oh, don't worry. This entire podcast itself is called The Return, so it's primarily based on me, so I'm just milking this thing, but at the same time, I just want to just be my side.
This is my time.
I will talk about Jake Paul.
My name's Jake Paul, and welcome
I think-
to hell.
The main crutch of our channel is actually the Paul brothers. Now that I think about it, almost
Oh,
every other
wow.
like Keemstar, like we have to focus on the Paul brothers or we won't make it.
I'm so glad I've been hibernating for the past several podcast episodes then.
Yeah. But,
I've-
back to the statement. Honestly, you'd be a prime candidate to study when natural selection finally takes place. I'm just gonna stroke my own ego because you've been attempted to stroke your own. Oh, believe me, I will let any scientist look at my brain because they'll be quite curious as to how I actually function normally, due to the amount of personalities that I actually have to deal with, and the amount of mental breakdowns that I have regularly. So, I would be a prime candidate to study, because they'll be wondering how one person deals with this many voices. So, cheers for that. Cheers for that slight insult slash compliment. I'm going to take it as a compliment and use it to stroke my ego because that's something that you really want to do with this statement, but end up failing miserably.
You stroke your ego, but I stroke my massive member.
Okay?
Can
we-
come on!
You stroke
Let me
your
finish the
ego.
message first,
I
and
stroke
then you can
my
insult Jake Paul
telephone
all
pole.
you want.
No.
Yes.
Stop talking about stroking things.
No.
I stroke
Triangulars, are you sure you're not gay?
Oh, he's 100%. He talks about it all the time.
I just by that he means I just go up and say I'm gay, like the iDubbbz meme.
Hey, sometimes we've all had that time. We're just sitting, question your sexuality. I've done it
Okay,
multiple
I-
times. I was doing it the other
embrace
night.
Embrace it like Shazam has.
I call myself, I act gay, I act very gay, but I'm actually heterosexual.
Probably bisexual to be fair.
I will admit, there were some times in college I did look at my room.
I would go gay for one man. I would go gay for one man, and that is Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Everyone
Bill,
would.
Bill.
Look at
Bill,
this steaming hot cesspool of sex. That's right, I've watched the Netflix special.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Oh wow!
Can I get-
Oh gee!
Alright,
There's one
can
person
I
that
get
we.
back to my main point now?
One,
What is it?
Yeah.
Can we get back to the fucking podcast topics?
yeah, let's.
Alright, can I just I'm just gonna finish reading the message. It'll only take 5 minutes, so calm your tits.
5
Oh
minutes!
god.
I have very voluptuous boy titties. Okay.
You have 3 minutes, and if you don't finish this in 3 minutes, fucking lose it.
Oh, alright. However, your train of thought often reminds me of a train crossing. However, the lights are flashing, the bollards are up, but the train still isn't coming. There's a stronger companionship in a single leaf than there is in your entire body. And this, I love this part. If I can even call the cold, dead husk of yours a body. You know that statement of, and I was willing to start over? Yeah, take that statement, roll it up, and shove it up your fucking arse.
Fucking scrumptious.
Because
Hot.
if you're gonna go because here's the thing, this entire statement is you're trying to place yourself on a higher pedestal while simultaneously stroking your dick and trying to at the same time discredit my opinion based on your ignorant views on me, okay? But continuing on with this, you get your stuff so wrong too. It's almost like you've got a photographic memory but you've left the lens cap on. I think you're sort of man, you should really call yourself that, mate. You know, just saying.
2 minutes.
It's almost, but there's more depth in a puddle of car park oil than there is in your mind.
Oh.
If you ever have children, and mate, I don't care. I'll be praying forever for you're a decent human being. Okay. And you never were a has-been, but you'll always continue to be a won't be. I wish you the best in your quest of trying to find a village deprived of an idiot. You'd make a fantastic candidate. Well, my friend. Oh, no, really, well then, acquaintance. That final comment. I live in the northeast of England, and in my current area, there is 400 prime candidates for that position, and they're all fighting each other for it. Quite literally. You heard about London stab attacks and acid attacks. Oh, you have not seen a Friday night in the northeast. But yeah,
I could have
This
eaten
entire
my
statement-
skin by now.
this entire statement is a bunch of horse shit, and you're essentially, it's biased as fuck. And if you really want to make a statement on this, have a look at who I've been speaking to. Just look at my actual interactions with people, and then maybe then this statement that you have towards me will actually be true or have some merit to it. Because as far as I'm concerned, it fucking doesn't.
Well,
Alright.
that was fun.
Wait, did you finish?
I think he did.
Okay,
Yep.
he finished with 15 seconds to spare.
Well, hold on. Did you
You
finish?
know for a fact I would have just removed your privileges, so I would have continued speaking. You do know this, correct?
Oh, he's not
No.
done.
Okay. I think we should actually move on. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, and we haven't even gotten to any of the topics, so...
No,
I'll
we
laugh.
haven't.
Oh well,
I could have eaten my fucking sketty by now.
Nevik, if you want to extend it out 8 seconds longer, you'll get to hear me.
I can't even hear shit because you're lagging out in and out. Specifically, it's just you.
I don't know what it is. I have everything else that could be using internet is gone. Is just not used.
His microphone has
Just
gone a
hang on.
herpescephalade.
Not everyone's microphone's AIDS, though. In some way or another.
Literally built into my tablet, so.
Yeah.
Mine
is professional.
Mine is a blue snowball.
Mine is just my iPod mic.
Mine looks like a dick.
Mine
Thank you for that information.
It's not the mic
One
itself
mic-
that looks dick triangulus.
Can I just
Alright.
like say one final thing and then I will shut the book on this shit altogether until
Yeah.
the
Okay, you
point
got
you
8
decide
seconds.
to.
You got 8 seconds.
You can shut up, mate. I will just remove your privileges. Right.
I heard someone break their legs and then a fucking MLG horn go off.
I reckon he just has a soundboard in front of him and he just hit the button by accident while also at the same time breaking his leg.
No!
Wildcat for a second.
I didn't know that was
Yeah.
set to my phone timer.
Oh god. But,
Just
but yeah, the only reason I'm actually back on Discord is, well, I actually don't know. It doesn't really matter why I'm back on Discord because the two people that I do appreciate a lot on Discord already know why, and yeah, Tony Triangulus.
Oh, what?
Oh my god, you just ruined.
It's good. Thank.
You are an absolute wanker, honestly.
yeah.
Oh.
Can I talk about the annoying 9-year-old now that isn't myself? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
yeah.
Yes,
We need
let's
to-
get into this.
Let's get right into. I'll have
Alright,
you know
so-
that I cry at night.
So, Little Tay, aka Rice Gum 2, what's going on?
Rice gum
She's
sibling.
she's homeless now. Her parent, aka her mother, doesn't care about her, and I've got to say this right now. In my opinion, Little Tay, I think her mother was trying to make her be the American BG Media Little T.
What?
That's my honest opinion.
Well, I mean, if you shorten the name, then
It's not
think
something
about
to
it.
do with the name or anything. It's just because if you like look at like full BG Media, it's like I know it's like specifically to do with music and whatnot, so it sort of ties in with who Little T associates with.
yes.
It's just like they're in your face trying to say, "Oh, we're better than you" and all that shit, and just like try to act relevant. But you really don't know. Scrap that. I think the entire thing was they were just trying to make a sort of a combination between Lieutenant Corbus and Rice Gum.
Which is probably the
I think that
worst.
would be a more accurate description, to be honest.
Yeah.
I
That-
think an accurate description is
Well,
somebody who is poor now.
So yeah, BG Media people.
Anyway, so
Because their channel is dead.
We should
Now-
explain why Lil Tay is actually poor now.
It's because all the shit, all them videos that she was filming, well, they weren't actually her stuff. It was
It was yeah.
all belonging to her mother's company, like the retailer company, and they just
Alright.
filmed everything off her phone and posted it. And in one of the videos, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that they filmed one inside of the mother's boss's car.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So that is true. Okay, all right. I didn't want to actually quote. I didn't actually want to like be that as factual.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The $200,000 Porsche that only tops out market.
You know, it's so funny. Whenever Shazam like actually acts like a wanker, like an act, like you know what I mean, like he goes in character, he cuts out for me. I don't like this.
Oh come on.
It's funny though, because he's trying to say something really important. It just goes. Eh.
Me, nope, nope.
Like-
Bad Canadian. No.
Fuck you, Discord. Fuck you, you fucking nationalist.
Whoa, political, too political. You're not allowed to say nationalism unless you live in Scotland.
It's like we say that, but then remember that Count Dankula's situation is on the list.
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Triangulus.
Right,
Bad.
this podcast is going to go on for 3 hours now.
Okay.
How to make this podcast go to 3 hours? You mentioned Ajit Pai, and you mentioned Count Dankula.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, say, can you see?
We're all gonna die from our blood being cut off from our legs.
Okay, so this went from Little T to singing our country's national anthems.
Yes.
Actually, I'm Canadian. I just want Discord to accept me.
Oh, wait.
Perfect.
Yay!
Triangulus, change the server regions.
What?
If you change... If the what side of Canada do you guys live on?
Oh, I live.
Change it
try
to,
it on the
if you
opposite
live on the
side.
west
East
side,
Coast.
change it to US West, the region.
Yeah, I'm on East too. I think my internet
I'm
is
in
just shit.
Ontario, so.
Fuck you, Ball. Fuck you.
Oh, that's harsh. Come on, come on
Can someone
here.
please send
Someone
me a
give me
nail
a hug,
hug?
don't worry.
Ontario, please.
Maybe if I wonder if I can get away with breaking my window and just hanging my router out of it.
No, because you're instead of it being noise complaints, your new landlord will be like, "Can you stop breaking the property?"
The best part is there's no landlord here. It's all individually owned.
Oh, what?
So ain't nobody gonna come knock it on, bitch.
Fair enough.
Oh my.
But yeah, Little T, you're a B-Tech rice scum.
Yeah.
Now, I have.
Next, we gotta talk about fucking Black Ops. Yeah.
Black Ops 4, yes. Mom,
Black Ops 4. The blue topics.
I'm gonna get mine out of the way. I'm gonna get mine out of the way real quick.
Yep.
Yep.
It looks like it's just Rainbow Six and Call of Duty.
Thank you. I agree with half of that statement.
In our own this little thing that I made on Discord, and he's called it Rainbow Six Siege 2.
Rainbow Six Siege 2, Ubisoft partnering with Treyarch. Can't speak.
Why do I feel like that'd actually be a thing, though?
Because it is. It is. That's the thing.
It is.
Black Ops 4 is essentially a mix between Rainbow Six Siege, The Division, and also Call of Duty.
We're gonna have another Paladins versus Overwatch situation.
The only thing original about Black Ops 4 is zombies, probably. And even then, it's gonna get fucked over by everything else.
I wouldn't even.
Well, then
The
again,
Battle
you gotta think
Royale
about
mode.
this.
That just exposes them.
Rainbow Six did try to copy zombies. Remember that.
Funny, Shazam, funny thing about the Paladins versus Overwatch, I'm a Paladins player, but that's just because I'm poor and can't afford Overwatch.
It wasn't Paladin.
Yeah.
No.
You got 2K getting fucked over by Overwatch.
Oh yeah, I was thinking.
Was
I was
that
thinking of a different Paladins game. Sorry, yeah.
You guys remember Battleborn? I don't. The new one? No?
Never played it, never thought of it, never will.
Yeah.
Never have I heard it uttered from anybody's mouth. So.
Here's the thing.
That's
When you
Overwatch.
think of the next. Here's the thing. Another game that's going to be similar is Anthem and Division 2. Their release dates are almost next to each other.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Anthem, you know, the game being made by BioWare. The game that quote-unquote will not have microtransactions in it.
Fuck EA.
Wow.
Yeah, we heard
honestly.
that one before Ubisoft.
Day and age
EA.
with microtransactions?
That's a lie.
Can I deviate from the topic real quick?
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
I just want to point out this. I just got a notification on my phone that Yacht Rock Radio XM followed me on Twitter. Why?
No one cares.
Well, I've only ever tuned to it once, and that was today.
The
I
one
have-
attention. They need followers.
Okay, I have a college following me on my old Instagram account that I no longer have access to.
Post
So
pictures of I was gonna say post pictures of porn. Go Ted
Oh.
Cruz. Pull
Oh.
Ted Cruz and just like retweet porn.
You beat me to the punch. You beat me to the punch. I was gonna make the joke.
And that's what you get for putting a deadline.
God damn it!
anyway, back to Black Cox 4.
Yeah.
Mob of the Dead Remastered, though.
Yeah, apparently the Primus crew is gonna be in it, or the Primus
yeah,
crew.
Origins crew is gonna be in Mob of the Dead Remastered. It's gonna be lit.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I have a screenshot of it. I actually have it as my background on my tablet.
Another point as well that I want to
on, you
bring up
guys-
as well is the
hold on.
fact that they removed single player for Battle Royale. This just, if people are willing to forgive, you know, them for the glorious game Infinite Warfare, and then
And-
the remastered issues.
Oh.
Their last chance was World War,
Yeah.
but then the whole
Um,
microtransaction loot boxes.
I hate
And
loot
now
boxes
they've
in any
just-
game.
They
So-
just don't care anymore. Instead of them not having loot boxes now, they've replaced it with a battle royale game mode in an attempt to cash in on the industry. Because here's the thing: if the game itself was gonna be released like next month, it would have a really, and I mean a really good chance of just dominating the scene because it has the Black Ops name behind it.
Mhm.
But October release or was it August?
I think it's an October release.
October 12th.
Right, right. If,
Hold
if
on.
it is October,
Hold on.
we'll just label it as October.
It's October
Yeah.
12th,
Hold on.
boys.
Just double check the date.
Hold on. I want to add something that kind of deviates, but someone sent me porn in the DMs.
It's probably Lexi.
No, no, it was another one of my friends that you guys don't know.
Alright. But
And I checked
really
that
think
DM with
Black Ops
not
will-
knowing what it
To have
was.
an actual conversation with Lexi.
Now here's one thing I do want to add. One of the biggest names in gaming, Call of Duty, run by two very big companies, is pandering. I don't understand. It
Yeah,
just
like, I
makes
mean,
sense to me.
like, wait till 2020 rolls around, no one will care about battle royales as much, and
Yeah.
no one will remember
no,
Black Ops 4.
2019.
Yeah, 2019. It'll be sooner than that.
Yeah.
Hell, I'd vote on the end of summer.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I think as well, because here's the thing. If you look at here's the thing, one of the main things that is killing the Battle Royale games is that there's only
community.
two main competitors. And here's the thing, if Black Ops 4 got released in, I'm gonna say July latest, that has the biggest, it would be like a last-ditch effort for any game developer to cash in on Battle Royale, because
Hold on,
we
hold
all
on.
know what happened
I
to
just
Radical
something.
Heights.
I just
Yeah.
realized something.
Yeah.
What I just realized is that they must have scrapped the campaign and replaced it with a battle royale, because battle royales
There is
didn't
no
become.
campaign.
I
There-
know
there
they
was
was
never.
never-
no campaign to
That's-
start.
This is it. They scrapped the
Darius,
campaign in exchange for Battle Royale because they needed they needed something to make money
Yes.
because
But they scrapped the campaign recently because battle royales only sparked
Yeah.
up in recent days.
I'm
They've
not
been working on
disagreeing
this
with
game
that.
for years.
I'm agreeing with you on that. They did.
They've been working on this for 3 years.
Even if it could have been last year or 5, battle royales were still pretty big. Hang on, my voice is loading. Back then,
H1Z1?
H1Z1, and then everybody moved to PUBG, and then everybody moved to Fortnite, and then yeah, we're here now. Fortnite is still popular.
Yeah.
It won't be soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I long for the day that happens. I long for it.
Fortnite's the new CS:GO. If you think about it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the game that everyone plays and is constantly in the news because CS:GO gambling that was in the news a lot, and even though it was related to CS:GO,
Here's a
CS:GO
question.
gaming tournaments and stuff.
Is Fortnite
CS
an esport yet?
No. Oh.
It will be. Give it time. Give it like another month or so.
Yeah.
Wait a month or so.
League of Legends and Dota.
Legends is an esport now.
Overwatch Overwatch became an esport within 2 months, didn't it?
Yeah,
More like a year, I think, if anything.
Let me check.
I would say give it about like 6. I would say 6 months to be fair.
Give me a quick second. I'm gonna Google the difference between the Overwatch release date and sports.
yeah.
Can we just like quickly talk about zombies? Apparently, there's supposed to be this Egyptian theme to it.
Yeah, it's like, I saw like a gladiator theme in this.
I stopped caring about Call of Duty ages ago.
Me too.
I
Advanced
only really
Warfare, I just gave up at that point. I
Best
just gave up
COD
at
will
Advanced
always,
Warfare.
for me, best COD will always be Black Ops 2, to be honest.
Black Ops 1. I think you meant to say.
Good point there, but I prefer Black Ops 2. It's like it's futuristic, yes, but it's like it's not like the stupid futuristic that we all know about, like Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. Yeah, that kind of crap.
Boots on the ground.
I fucking swear, if there's like a Minecraft building feature in the Battle Royale mode of Black Ops 4, I'm going to have an aneurysm.
Here's the thing. If it does, here's the thing. I will say this right now to everyone watching. If Black Ops 4 Battle Royale mode is what I think it's going to be, I will rub it in everyone's face for months that I was right and I fucking called it.
If Black Ops 4 is what I think it will be, I'm going to park my truck on an icy hill, lay in front of it, and say, Jesus, take the wheel, do whatever you want.
If
Jesus,
If,
take the wheel.
hold on.
Please just kill me. I had to actually talk about that song in an RE exam.
if it turns out
why.
if it turns out to be what I think it's going to turn out to be, then I might as well just go buy like PUBG, because yeah.
I'm gonna get back to the topic of Overwatch. So Overwatch was released in May of 2016. The league was officially announced in November 2016.
So I was right, 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
around there.
So how long has Fortnite been around?
For about
Wait,
about a year
here's,
now, I think.
let's get more specific.
check,
How long has the Fortnite been around?
Oh, what? You cut out before you could say it.
How long has the Fortnite Battle Royale mode been around?
I think like 5.
Fortnite released back in 2017. It was
Fortnite.
25th of July 2017. Battle Royale came out in September the 26th. So,
For about a year now. Almost.
well, not really. Like the main Fortnite, the brand name, yes,
8
almost
months.
a year. But for the Battle Royale,
8 months,
yeah,
give or
8
take.
months. Yeah,
Yeah.
8 months. Yeah.
So, in technical terms, speaking with comparing it to Overwatch, Fortnite is a bit behind.
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
has an esport.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
It'll-
Fortnite,
Oh, my.
Fortnite is Minecraft and PUBG. Overwatch was at least something of somewhat originality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, there were games that were trying to copy it, and they didn't succeed, like Lawbreakers. Remember that?
Oh,
And then we
Paladin.
still
Yeah.
have games that are kind of trying to copy it. Cough,
Yeah.
cough,
Right.
Black Ops 3 and 4. Fuck.
I am a Paladins player, and there are like quite a bit of copies of Overwatch heroes in Paladins. Like, there's a copy in it. There's
Now- Yeah.
and then
So,
free copy, Reaper copy, yes. And there's a champion in it that uses the Needler from Halo.
What?
So
like literally ripped mock much.
Hey, what?
yeah,
What?
Genji ripoff, but she actually uses the Needler from Halo. It's just on her wrist.
Why the Needler of all things? Well, if you're gonna steal one weapon from Halo, why not it be like the Magnum or the freaking battle rifle?
the plasma
like the
pistol.
gravity hammer or the energy sword.
The gravity hammer would be too much like Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Now, notice
Yeah.
that I said too much with. You can't see it, but I'm using very big quotation marks.
Yeah, we got it. Just the
Yeah.
way you said it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not. I'm gonna say that I have a bit of a biased outlook on it because the only info that I have Paladin is from a video game Donkey video.
Yeah, and the weird about the McCree and Reaper copies is that their looks are reversed. Like the McCree copy looks like a Reaper copy, and the Reaper copy looks like a McCree copy.
Yep.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
But the Reinhardt copy is like almost a 100% Reinhardt copy, except they use a flamethrower instead of a hammer.
Yeah. Now, we understand that Paladins has also tried to copy the Battle Royale genre.
Yeah, they even released a beta for a Battle Royale game.
Yeah. I remember hearing about that, and I was just like, I actually threw stuff off of my desk. I was just like, that is pandering to the lowest common denominator.
Yeah. Even
Like, I'm sick of these battle royale modes.
Hello?
Why are they everywhere?
Because cash.
It's popular, and it brings
Hell yeah! That's why.
Ninja.
All the fucking
Ninja.
90, all the little tastes.
Shout out to
Stop
Raggedy Dan. He's
Oh.
currently-
Raggy Dan, get lost.
I don't
You
speak
it
his
took
name
you 18
anymore.
months to roast me.
I don't
Right back, I
speak
got-
Dan's name anymore. Ever since he started streaming on Twitch and then moved,
The
his
leg.
name does not get to leave my mouth. He has lost
Like,
that
you already
privilege.
said it. Didn't you say his name just like a second ago?
Rip.
Fuck off.
But didn't you say his name like 20 seconds ago? Fuck, shit, damn it!
Probably did, to be fair. You probably did.
I did. I know I did.
Well, you
Ah!
are autistic, so you know.
Ah!
Ah. Okay, what's up
Ah,
next?
Pleasure.jpg.
We spent like half the time we were supposed to be talking about Black Ops 4 just talking about freaking Fortnite and shit.
Well, it connects. Battle
Yeah.
Royale. It's gonna be in Black Ops 4. Battle Royale, the big Battle Royale
I love
in
how
Fortnite.
I find it funny how whenever we start talking about something that connects with something, we end up just talking about the thing that it connects with.
Yeah,
But, like-
in our own personal internet experiences, not as a whole.
Yeah.
We should probably get back to the main topic list by now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
Let me
was
go- Let me
thinking.
go choose the other topic since I've been the one segueing into all of them so far.
Okay.
Somehow. For once.
Yeah. Let's talk about fucking Team 10. Even though no one cares anymore.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah!
I didn't exactly Google Team 10 before this because I don't want my targeted ads to be Team 10 or anything. So, can someone inform me if there's been any recent events or anything?
Alright,
Base-
I will.
Basically, it's all fucking falling apart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, I'll explain it all. Alright. So essentially, you know how you have Jake and Logan Paul's businesses. You have Team 10, and then I'm just going to call Logan Paul's main business Maverick, just to simplify it all.
Yeah.
You have those two, and then you have Greg, their father.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how, but I don't know why, but Greg has now taken over both the businesses, and they're merging them together.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, he's
Sure,
somehow
that's how
gained,
everyone reacted.
he has gained control of both the businesses, and he's merging them together as one.
So wait, does that also mean that both brothers will be running the one business
Why
now?
do you think Logan? Because here's the thing, nobody, like, we didn't think any more of it, but he's like he's quit vlogging, hasn't he? He's leaving it.
He's
Done.
still gonna vlog, positive, because that's his main income.
Yeah. But look where he is now. Look where he is now. Look.
Yeah.
He's moving on. He's streaming now because he knows for a fact that he's gonna lose like his main influence on the business because all the business is gonna be run by his father.
Well, he's lost all his monetization on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, he's lost all his monetization, so he has to come up with a form of income. But I mean, what did he spend like 20 million on that house? He's minted, okay, from his merch alone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, Jake Paul, love that, you know, subliminal messaging. Buy that merch. Buy that.
Fucking
merch.
with me.
All I want for Christmas is to hang myself. I actually did, to be fair, because when I saw that song, I was thinking, this is crippling depression.
I am now.
When I saw
crippled.
that song, I lit my house on fire and toasted like a fucking marshmallow.
Litmus.
You lit your house on fire. Oh, no, oh, you have to make. You just had to. You had to reference another song, didn't you? You just had to. It was intentional. You want. I swear, you're all conspiring against me now.
No, I love you dearly, Nevik. Don't worry.
You're all
guess you
conspiring
could
against
say-
me. I'm getting my tinfoil hat.
I guess you could say these stupid Jake Paul puns are every day, bro. Oh my god, I hate myself for
You
that.
don't even get
Yes,
a
I
cheap
hate you even
kitty
more.
laugh. You don't get a cheap kitty laugh. You just get. No. Stop. No. You're unfunny. Don't.
Look what you made me do, Triangulus!
I will open my fucking
Dark
face.
Lord has twisted your mind until now, until Triangulus, you become the very thing you swore to destroy.
AKA bad puns. I think I
My
take
CDs
out.
are on the ground!
I think
I'm fucking angry!
I think I've started to take too much after my geography teacher.
My
fucking
spaghetti
angry.
spilling from my pockets. Help.
But yeah, right, getting back to the whole Jake Paul and Logan Paul thing.
Yes.
The main person in charge of Team 10, Jake Paul's business, was Nick Crompton, England is my city guy.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Now here's the thing. Since he's like the business guy as well, he doesn't get involved in any like of the drama,
Yeah.
like or any of the fake drama, but he doesn't get involved in the real shit.
Yeah.
And the thing that just proves what Keem's saying is the fact that Nick responded to it, because he's the mastermind. He's like he's the key figurehead of Team 10. Well, was, and then with the merger and Greg Paul firing like the people Nick works with, he left as well, and he essentially just blasted Greg on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Logan Paul's denying it because people aren't actually seeing it the correct way towards him. But I bet if they did, he would fucking squirm. He's like, how can I answer that? But the way that they're reporting what Keem's saying to Logan isn't the full thing. Just like the Hollywood Fix. So was there is Hollywood Fix, isn't it? Like the people that go up in it that they have a massive hard on. They have the same hard on that Keemstar has with the Paul brothers.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. They're just
Paul brothers in
Well,
general are just.
The Paul brothers are dolphins, and they're trying to brainwash the young minds to join the dolphin
that
cult.
is the best
Propaganda of another
conspiracy
kind.
theory about the Pauls I've ever heard. It's probably
You guys
true as well.
Look up the dolphin conspiracy theory on Reddit. Like it's genuinely
It
beautiful.
would be hilarious if the Pauls
Can you
were
link
actually
me
part
it?
of the Illuminati. That wouldn't surprise me.
Link me this dolphin study. I'm quite curious now.
Mind Control the Easier Way, sponsored by the CIA.
Oh, for God's sake! It's probably Alex Jones has probably reviewed this already, so I'll just watch his coverage on it.
Sounds like that fucking Polybius shit.
It
Oh, the
does.
Polybius stuff. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Polybius. Polybius Maenus.
Because it's the dolphins trying to brainwash the young minds of the United States.
Why is that tied to an Alex Jones thing?
We brought up
Water.
Alex Jones.
Chemicals in the water.
They're-
Turn the
For
friggin'
God's
phones
sake,
I gotta
really,
stand up for
really.
this.
I
I gotta
mentioned
stand up
Alex
for this.
Jones, and you'd all go to meme mode, really. Really?
Oh,
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water. That turn.
The friggin'
Dang.
frogs, yeah.
it
I
turns
love how
gay.
that's cut off in the meme.
I just spilled my fucking beer.
I spilled my alcoholic beer. Oh, God, that's so stupid. That is just mean, Colin. That is mean. You sell are a meme now.
Whoever's watching this, make that into a meme.
Make that into a meme now.
This podcast's humor always works best when it's like someone,
When
it's like
four
something just,
people. Like there's 4 people and just because we're all idiots.
and
Yeah.
And-
It's just a
and
skill
when-
mix.
and when like
Fucking minded morons.
and when
Hey,
like
what?
okay,
Us.
and when like someone's trying to talk about something and just something happens to them like Shazam just now.
Yeah. Right.
What's the
I'm
word?
sick of this shit, so I'm just gonna say this right now. As of right now, I'm starting a GoFundMe for Shazam to afford a better fucking internet.
I think it's.
Dude! Really? On the
Yes,
floor here,
really.
clean up spilled beer.
Father.
I just got the smell of vape out of my apartment after my house party. And now it's gonna smell like beer in my office.
That's your
Have
fault,
you
not
tried-
ours. Your fault.
I don't
You should have had it in
fucking
a
care.
you should have had it in a sippy cup because you're slightly dumb.
Oh, fuck off!
slow, Frank.
You know you love the joke, Sham.
I do, but fuck off! Jesus.
Oh God.
Sneeze.exe has stopped working.
Why couldn't every single podcast have been like this? Like I wouldn't have had a fucking issue in the first place.
Because I wasn't there.
I wish the last few that I was on would have been like this. But then again, I probably would have gotten like 16 noise
Boring.
complaints.
Oh yeah, you would have got the noise complaints.
Oh, like you just hear random pauses, like okay, I'm back. All right, okay, got it.
I thought your
I love how
internet.
we all just go silent as well.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's
Dad?
talk about the topic. Oh wait, shit, I'm getting another noise complaint. I gotta go.
For a second, I legitimately thought his internet cut off for a second.
Yeah, I know. I think we all did.
Just there comes so many times when you start hearing me come back. You just hear a gunshot off in the distance.
It becomes too much. It becomes fucking too much.
you just hear like.
Did you actually just punch your
You
mic?
just hear it.
No,
you
I smacked it
sound.
on the desk.
You
You
just
just
hear.
hear a goof sound. 'Cause he's playing Roblox. Just hear the-
What? Oh, fucking Trianglish showed me this video before the podcast started of a Roblox Logan Paul meme.
Oh God, no. Oh
I don't
no.
like
Hold
where
on.
this is going already.
Hold on, I gotta go grab the link and fucking play it.
How about this? Let's try something. Put the link in. Give me that shit links. And you're gonna watch it on stream, Triangulus, and we're all gonna react to it at the same time.
Exactly what I was
Right.
thinking, actually.
So
Alright.
wait, how? Wait. Wouldn't it be easier just to get one of the bots to play it while we're in the voice chat?
Yeah.
No, it's a Twitter video, so.
Oh.
No.
By the way, don't question what I put in links before this.
How are we gonna watch? So wait. We're all just gonna watch it at the same time, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. So,
Oh.
everyone ready yet?
Oh God, no! This already looks smart. Right, I need to click on it first. Right,
Just won't work.
This is gonna take a second for it to load, so
right.
So let me know when you guys are ready.
Tell me when to play.
give me like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right, just see when it hits play.
episode dedicated to the dolphin conspiracy.
Oh my god. I
We
opened
should
up
have
the
a
tweet.
no,
and
no,
my
no, 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 no. We should have a we should have a podcast episode dedicated just to conspiracies.
I
just
opened up the
access to
tweet in Chrome, and it gave me a notification. This might contain adult content.
Logan Paul in a forest, so you know.
I can't even. Oh my god.
Right. Tell us when to hit play.
Just waiting for Shazam.
Give me a
Hurry up,
second.
you Canadian bitch.
Shut up. just question Bell. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Canada.
Let's do this, cops.
And about to believe.
Oh god, oh Jesus.
Guys, Logan Paul here, back with another vlog.
I can't. Where the fuck?
You guys are-
Where's the link post?
Yeah.
Go see that.
You know what?
Oh god.
to the video. I can't, or it'll mess up my setup.
You know what that kid's
Oh,
voice
God.
reminds me of? Hold on.
There is
That
no
was
God.
meme. That was meme quality.
There is no God.
This
Grand.
Just killed him.
reminds me a lot of those creepy SpongeBob like videos, like the.
You mean you mean hashtag Elsagate stuff? That creepy shit.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
God is dead. Logan Pale killed him.
Today,
Right,
today.
I think we should actually just be getting back on top to the topics.
No, I
Yes,
want
we
I want to show what that kid reminds me of.
I'm fucking terrified.
So,
I'm terrified as well. If it's anything like what I just watched, I gotta go get some shells from the.
Yep. Send it me via fax, a bit of paper, just so I can start giving myself paper cuts.
Okay.
I'm gonna paper cut my wrists till I die.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go drop back, and I'm gonna go get my razors.
Okay, guys, this is what it reminds me of.
Shot it in the heart, and you're
If he plays that song, or
Use
please tell me this
love.
music, I will slap him.
Right.
I don't know what to mind this anyway. In this Minecraft day, so beautiful and
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, me neither.
I found mine
Triangulus.
diamond.
Guys, check out Podcast Chill.
Hurt you. Are you when you roast in the quiet kid in class? But he says you're first.
Oh
under his
Jesus!
breath.
No. Okay,
Yes, boy.
boy. Okay.
Spicy boy. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 would rate.
Let's now get back to the topics.
Silly boy.
Where the fuck even were we? I
We
lost
were
track.
talking about the binding of the two businesses, Maverick and Jake Paul, whatever he's got going for himself. His new line of hair
Yeah.
products.
To be honest, I think the reason they're combining both of them is because I think Logan just wants to move on from the. I honestly do think that. I think he just
Yeah.
wants to go on.
He's realizing that his beef with Jake is to quote the words of Rice Gum, irrelevant.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, but I think as well it's because you have to think about it as well. That he's human, as well. Like think of all the shit that he would
Really,
have to
he's
have
not
done
part of
as
the
well.
lizard government.
They're
Oh,
not
that-
human.
okay.
I already told you they're dolphins trying to brainwash the young minds of America.
Okay, right, okay. Take off your tinfoil hat and stop drinking the fluoride, okay?
It's not
Stop drinking the
fluoride.
fluoride for just a few seconds. I know you're itching for it. I can see you twitching right now.
Should I actually go put on a
Alright.
tinfoil hat?
I have one. I'm gonna go get it.
Oh, for God's sake, no.
Give me about 3 minutes.
I'm gonna wear.
Okay, you guys go get your no, you guys
That's
go
what
get your hat.
Steve Houston meme.
I'm gonna wear.
Okay, right,
I'm
get
gonna
the
wear
hat.
the.
Right, let me finish my point.
I'm gonna
Let
wear
me
the.
finish my point.
Yeah.
I can still fucking hear you, so don't say any bullshit.
Right, Shazam. Right, alright. I think it's fair to say that Shazam is a total idiot, and the fact that he is even on the podcast is quite concerning. But if you want my honest opinion on Shazam, he's an insecure little Canadian boy who really needs attention, and he just wants a pat on the head from Daddy Triangulus.
Oh my god. Roasted.
Pardon?
I think I've just triggered him.
No.
Burned.
Triangles, go check your DMs. I just sent you something.
I'll probably actually wait till after this is done, because last time I checked DMs, there was about like 6 or 7 of them, and one of them was porn. So.
Porn.
No, fine. I'll go re-share it to chill then, since you're gonna be that guy.
Nevik.
What?
What?
Okay then. I just don't want.
You know what?
Go on. What's your response to that?
My response is it's all true except for one part.
Uh-oh.
It's you
What
instead of Triangulus.
It's okay. Yeah, come here, little Shazam. Come on. Get on your knees. I'll pat you on the head. Come on, I'll give you a hug. Come to Daddy Nevik. Come on.
Alright.
There, child.
Daddy.
Oh yes.
Oh, there's the daddy moment.
Yes.
There's the daddy moment. I was waiting for that.
Come on, son. Come on,
I'll-
son.
I thought we were gonna settle this like adults, nice and quietly. Oh, it ain't gonna be quiet in here no more.
Holy sh! I need to turn that down. My eardrums.
Shazam, up top for this humor. Come on, up top, my dude.
Up top.
I was waiting for the daddy moment, to be honest.
You
I
knew
was
it was
hoping that it
coming.
would be as well.
You knew it was coming. He said Daddy Triangle. I had to shift it around to him.
We had to get that meme in there. We got the dog meme and we had to get the other meme. And here's the thing, this meme was actually executed perfectly.
Just like Order 66.
I,
By the way,
Oh my god, he's actually making a tinfoil hat.
oh
I
my
already
god.
have one. I sent it to Triangulus.
Oh wait.
Just send me this picture. Please.
Here, find it.
We're actually.
He's actually getting a tinfoil hat
Good
right
boy,
now.
Chris.
That's what's so funny.
Fine. No. I looked. No.
Oh no,
looked.
no. Just no.
And
Oh,
no.
God.
And no. And no. And no.
I knew it. I knew you were Antifa.
What's going on? Someone tell me
That's
what is
actually
going
the thing I got from summer camp, but okay.
You're Antifa. Shut up. You all wear masks.
do I have?
So
Can I go put my tinfoil back real quick?
Yes, you can, child.
Thank you.
I'm also gonna send you the Dolphins conspiracy link. Hold on.
No, actually, please send me that. I actually want to read that.
Yeah, I know.
No
I
matter
sent it
how
to you. It's a
stupid it
subreddit.
is. Oh, alright, thank you. Even though it's entirely stupid, I'm still interested.
Anyways, you want to talk about Count Dankula real quick?
Right, yes. I more specifically want to speak about this because it just goes to show how backwards the United Kingdom is in terms of free speech.
Yeah.
Because right, the main premise, there is no free speech. Yeah, I will actually agree with, in theory there's almost none now. But the main thing behind Count Dankula is that the main context of the video was he made a video where he taught his girlfriend's pug dog how to respond to Nazi stuff and to do Sieg Heil, like essentially raise his paw whenever he says something related to the Nazis. The reason he did it was in the context was because his girlfriend found the dog the most adorable thing and most cutest thing in the world. So he was like, I'm gonna make it the most unbeautiful thing in the world. And the most disgusting thing you can think of is of course a Nazi. So that's the context. He did it as a joke. Just good job now. You just got us demonetized.
Like we're getting any money
Like,
anyway.
Wall Street Journal. I will give you his information. Do not dox us. Thank you.
Don't pull a
Really
CNN.
think the Wall Street Journal would waste their time with us nobodies?
He's only
That's
jealous.
fair.
He still has his turtleneck, if you know what I'm saying.
Go back to Steve Jobs memes, honestly.
Okay.
Right. But anyway, so back to the point. With Count Dankula, even with him just even being sentenced to anything, just goes to show that. It's the alt left. The alt left do not care about context. They just look for a fight, and if you disagree with them in any case whatsoever, like they'll ruin your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I hope you enjoy having your
Think about
asshole
this.
ripped open.
He was in court for 2 years. The date kept getting pushed back, and here's the thing: the only way they got a conviction was to ignore all the context of the ignore the original context of the video, and say that he was making propaganda for Nazis. And here's the thing: all the legal costs, 2 years. Guess what his punishment was?
What?
He was fined £800 fucking pound. £800, 2-year
I need-
lawsuit.
I need to do a currency conversion to get a grip on how much that is.
It doesn't really matter, like, currency exchange things, because 800 pounds is still quite a bit when you're talking about the currency in Europe.
Not a,
It's if you in comparison to all his legal fees, it's dirt change.
Yeah.
And
And
for
here's
the
the thing.
record, it's euros everywhere else.
Yes, well, we need our own currency anyways because we're leaving the EU.
yeah.
Hashtag Brexit.
That's fun.
That was the best time in life. Definitely.
I might make a video about the entire political well-being of my country later, but this him just being sentenced just sends the president that
Yeah.
humor, you're not allowed it. You say anything offensive, even we'll just ignore the context and just convict you.
Even
And I'm glad
Even-
he's doing something similar to Fupa in the fact that he's he's appealing it in order to remove the president.
Hmm.
Can we just have a moment of silence for cynical Brit? Honestly.
wait, did he die? I know he was sick, but
Yeah, it's not looking good for him right now, that's what I mean.
He's basically got like what, months to live at this point?
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
Damn.
wow. That's. Oh, I'm sad now.
Yeah.
Me too. I am now depressed.
And then it's just like, anyways. Okay, yeah, let's actually have like a moment of silence.
Who's gonna break the silence?
Wolf versus anything, huh?
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a snack. Dun, dun.
I love how we
So,
tried to make
yeah,
that
Lowell
serious.
versus Yanni. Hey guys.
No.
Are you
No.
breaking the
No.
silence yet?
No. Can I take like a
Someone
shotgun and just shoot you, please?
I
It
mean,
does-
no one's stopping you.
I'm not actually gonna, cause not only are you my friend, but I can't even get a gun in Canada.
Oh, well, yeah, apparently you can't say cunt in Canada either. Oh, people get on the end.
Okay, yep, let me just go to like town hall or something and just yell it.
Yeah, just roll up to town hall.
Let me go to Indiana and just start using the word hooser. Because that's apparently the origin. That's the origin of the word Hoosier. I never knew that.
Died of dysentery on the Oregon Trail, though.
Yep. Well, here's the one thing I don't get. About 3 weeks ago, I was driving through Indiana. On my way. For business, and I stopped in a Myers. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think so. And what they had were these lottery machines, and apparently the lottery organization in Indiana is named Hoosier Lottery.
What?
So here it's a derogatory term, but apparently in Indiana it's a free game. It's free real estate.
Free real estate.
It's free real estate.
Hey, come here.
Okay.
Come here.
Okay.
I'm
here.
God damn you! I was almost going to say something besides real estate.
Darius,
Like,
bad.
your neighbor State Farm is there.
Bad Darius, I see your picture in podcast chill.
Yeah, I saw that too.
What? Podcast?
Okay, that's way better than what I thought. Ooh.
Okay.
Does
Bully
that say
hunters.
something about me?
Bully hunters.
I'm not even gonna talk about this anymore. Like, I've lost interest in it. It was a massive clusterfuck.
I'm on Discord. Fuck off.
Perfect.
So, yeah,
Alright.
Bully hunters, stupid idea. You're a bunch of hypocrites. And next time you're gonna have a spokesperson for an organization, make sure they're not somebody who's being offensive, quote-unquote offensive towards people.
You know how you get bullies to shut up in a video game? Play the game how it's supposed to be played and don't suck at it. That's how.
And also, you can just mute and block people.
Or you
But
can
yeah, the
just
entire live stream is
change
fake.
servers.
You can also just leave the game.
Yeah, it's just it was a whole pointless thing. Bully hunters. It was like
It was to get money.
it's basically the controversy of that dress that girl wore at the dance. It was just pointless.
Yeah.
No, it was to get money. It was to earn money.
My sketty is cold and rubbery.
Damn it.
The moral
Just
compass
take
of some people in this world, I just don't get it. Some people it'll point in the right direction, some people will point straight to hell.
Straight to hell and
You can guess where Bully Hunters is pointing.
Hell.
Yeah.
No, even further beyond that. Like freaking
Here's the thing, if you go watch Count Dankula's video and Review Tech USA's video, they explain it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've watched that little expert on A Series of Tubes on Pyrocynical's channel, and that was all the info I needed. I knew where this was going. I knew what type of shit they were trying to pull, and I can understand who it's biased towards.
Yeah.
Yep. And for those of you in the audience who
Who's
don't
that
know
cute little lesbian and how tight is her pussy?
the one guy in the server who doesn't get the insult. Mine is super tight.
Oh, I remember that. Good meme.
I will never forget that. I fell out of my chair.
Rip.
Hashtag never forget.
Oh, shut up.
Da 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 da.
Bum 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 ba dum ba dum ba dum bum ba da ba da da da.
I'm trying to remember what you're trying to hum, Tyler, but I can't because you have no tone.
I love how this entire 2 hours has just been like straight up degeneracy.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna point out the name. I'm gonna point out the name. Podcast. You know what's the irony of this?
What?
Even though we have topics, we never seem to stay on them.
I always thought the irony of it was that we don't talk about anything ironic. Hence, it's ironic.
Well, here's the only problem. Some of us have had experiences in our lives, and we know what goes on around the internet, and we can easily relate different topics to different things.
Yep. True.
We just talking about Black Ops 4, we know that it has a Battle Royale mode coming, and we instantly turn to Fortnite. Because Battle Royale. It's...
Clash
Yep.
Royale.
No. No. Stop yourself. Stop all
There
things.
he is.
Copyright will never take me down.
No.
So
This
mad.
is your last chance.
And I just love the song they did for Flash Gordon. I'd never watched the movie, but I just love that song.
Flash!
I love this.
Yes, every one of us. One of my favorites from Queen has got to be like, it's called It's a Kind of Magic. That's probably... It's very obscure, too. Like, nobody knows it, which sucks, because it's all...
Yeah. Okay.
Bicycle. Bicycle. Bicycle.
I want to ride my bicycle. To ride my bike.
Here's a good question.
What?
What's the most triggering thing in gaming for you guys?
Anita Sarkeesian.
Put them on the fucking play.
9-year-olds.
Every company trying to
Minecraft.
copy Fortnite.
Yeah.
Because since we got the whole battle royale theme going, might as well keep it going.
Star Wars Battlefront
Steve's
2.
banning my neckos.
Darius, that's old.
God's sake.
Yeah.
Well, still, it triggers me.
Did you insult my
That's-
neckos?
That's like 5 or so months ago, dude.
Listen,
Yeah.
whoever insulted my neckos.
It was Chris.
Dragon lollies are better.
You do not work as hard as I do.
No
Check
liquid.
chocolate smile.
Insults Nekos once. Gets murdered.
No, dragon lollies are better. What?
I just
What?
realized what you
No,
said.
I just...
You first, you know, you said dragon lollies are better.
Use your book bag, Brianna. Take it out!
Are you serious?
Normally one hits the mute button when getting yelled at by a sibling or
Shut up.
someone else.
Shh, 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 shh. God damn it, Chris, you blew it.
Fuck.
No!
I mean, at least
No,
Nevik
it's still
and
going.
I think it
It's
was
still going.
Camry were smart enough to not
It's-
say anything when I had my phone call.
It's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
going.
my
it was
God.
awesome.
People who are watching this before we ever even started the podcast, Shazam had this call with a friend of his, and
Oh yeah, it was funny as hell. It was essentially his friend called him because
it was some of the
farmers like some dude's mulch. He ran over it and it was just hilarious as a reaction.
Right there. I love how you never knock ever to open my door, Brianna.
I love how you're arguing with someone during a podcast.
I know, because my sister's inconsiderate and selfish.
Just tell her we're trying to record something right now. So
She doesn't give a fuck.
So,
Never does.
for the stream, let me just clarify why I was a bit angry. So, I live in
It was
Canada.
over mulch.
He lives in Michigan. It boggles my mind. I may work in insurance, but I don't cover dumbasses.
Isn't that really isn't that just insurance in general?
To some extent.
Just like a bunch of dumbasses.
You know, Thanos is a bit of an idiot. I mean, he could just remove all the warning labels. That will solve the population issue.
True. Darwinism blew itself out.
I mean, we'd still have.
You, man.
I mean, we'd still have one idiot existing in the
That'd
entire.
be me and Triangulus. And
Yes.
Shazam. The rest of you
Yes.
just die off.
I'd live because I don't leave my basement.
Deadpool would
I'd
live
say
because, yeah, apparently.
If you spoil Deadpool,
Not part
I'm
of
not
the
saying
Marvel
anything.
of Earth.
I've already talked enough about it a few hours ago, so. So I'm completely. My load has been unloaded on that.
Oh,
Yes, you-
God.
Yes, Daddy, yes.
yes, Daddy. Speaking Canadian goodness, Daddy.
I should move the headphones a bit away from my ears so I don't get my
Daddy.
eardrums blown out.
Daddy,
I don't want my erection. No, please.
Daddy,
I have to piss. I have to piss really
punish me,
badly.
Daddy. Do whatever you want.
We all just stop using on ourselves, please.
Father.
I knew that was my trigger to stop. That was my trigger to stop. I was going a bit too far, and I realized I have a recording of
Shazam, I know
me
you're
and-
in love with me, but I'm 16, so calm yourself.
Oh yeah. I forgot you were 16. Wait, that's weird. You're. Huh. Okay. Anyways,
I'm 16 too.
I'm 18.
I'm-
Piss off.
I'm the second oldest here.
You're old as
Now listen. I may visit Snowblade from time to time, but don't you dare compare me to that person.
You see, we should really try and make it so that we can get like 6 of us in at a time, like just all the time, because that's when it's just the best.
Well, this is fucking hilarious.
down. There's nothing's ever gonna keep us down.
This is
You
honestly
guys think
probably the
it's
best.
serious? I had funnier conversations with just me and my one friend.
Oh my god.
You should see me and my friends on VR chat. Oh my god.
No.
Is
Remember-
that related with Ugandan Knuckles?
Well,
No. Not that
Actually,
meme.
Maybe once, twice, 3 times.
5 times, 100 times, 500
No,
times.
it was only once because someone brought up a SoundCloud rapper version of Knuckles, and it turned into this whole 3-day meme. And one of my friends actually ended up making a 3D model of Little Way. Now, I will admit, I have seen a tastefully done Knuckles. Instead of Ugandan Knuckles, it was Wakandan Knuckles.
It wasn't
What?
Korean Knuckles.
Wakandan Knuckles. Uh-oh. Okay.
You put the gun
Black
on me,
Panther,
and
come
you
back, please.
But I never freeze. And then I go away.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh god. This
What a
meme.
mod
Level
Knuckles.
Anyways.
Black Panther dies. What?
Fuck you.
Black Panther dies in Deadpool 2.
That one character that you see in the background of, what's it called? Some Marvel movie. Insert Marvel movie here. Fucking dog.
Sees Iron Man in the background of Iron Man.
Right, can you stop talking about like Avengers and shit? I do not care.
Okay.
Nah.
Bruce Bob dies in Infinity War.
Thanos dies in Avengers 2 Age of Ultron.
Do not care.
Thanos isn't even in Age of Ultron, it's Quicksilver who dies.
I know. It was a joke, motherfucker.
Right, can we please stop this?
Your life is a joke, Triangulus. What are you talking about?
I know.
Wow, throwing shade like that.
I know.
Speaking of SoundCloud rapping, Triangulus, you want to show us your SoundCloud rapping career?
Oh.
No.
And
I am not prepared to
actually-
publicly show that yet.
An actual Black Panther reference. How do I remember that?
I double dare you.
No.
I've
I haven't even
to it.
shown my face yet on
Do it
the
or no
actual
balls,
podcast.
Dragula.
No. I don't want to show my face yet.
Anything else? I've only heard one song. It was half decent, but I'm pretty sure there's just another song on there that just sounds like that. Was it Maxime English? And then just you change pitch.
What are you Freddie Mercury.
Oh, that's my fucking jump.
Anyways,
Yes.
should we end this here? I kind of have to piss.
Hold on.
So.
One question.
No, don't end the whole stream just because you have to piss.
Yeah,
We're kind of out of topics, anyways.
I thought we had one more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
one
this is the after party. This is the after party.
Yeah, I want to talk about if you guys ever heard of Freddie Mercury when he does vocal exercises?
Yeah, I've heard of Freddie Mercury. He's the lead singer of Queen.
Yes, I know that. Yes,
The obvious.
vocal exercises. It's always his most popular ones are at live shows because he always does it with the audience. Like he'll do a note and then the audience would repeat the note to him. He would go like, "Ah," and then the audience would go like, "Ah," and then he would go like, "Ah," and they would do it again, and they were like, "Ah,
Don't
Stop me now! Don't stop me, cause I'm having a good time. Having a good time.
Didn't spill anything that time.
Come on, audience. Let's repeat the notes together.
All of you right now to the federal police. I'm reporting you all for cringe.
I shouldn't actually beat my mic in.
I like how I'm the only guy here who knows how to sing.
Oh.
I'm the one in the band and I don't know how to sing, although I'm the bassist, so you know.
Well, all the songs I listen to don't require singing. They require. Yeah, that's right. Back in the 2000s, I was one of those kids.
Crawling in my skin.
Friends with wings.
That's right. I was listening to Drowning Pools and Limp Bizkit. I'm proud of it.
Okay. Anyways.
I think that's an after party.
Yes.
I have one question.
Yeah.
What?
Would you kill? No. Would you kill half of the universe's population like Thanos to revive Freddie Mercury?
Yes.
No.
No.
Fuck that.
If it was Kurt Cobain, maybe.
I do
Oh,
it
Jesus.
back Chester Bennington. Actually, no, I do it to bring back Cliff Burton.
I'd bring
back
Mercury.
Robin Williams, my boy.
John
Use it to
Candy.
bring back
Tupac.
Dimebag Daryl.
Tupac.
John
Tupac.
Candy.
Tupac, he
Lemon.
got click-clacked.
Lemmy Kilmister.
50 Cent got click-clacked.
Biggie
and then
Smalls.
Biggie Smalls got click-clacked, and Kurt Cobain click-clacked himself.
Yeah.
Though isn't it also theorized that he got click-clacked by
Is there?
his wife?
My mom is a sick person. She told, I was like, sucks that Biggie Smalls isn't here anymore. And she goes, yeah, he's on an island in the Bahamas with Tupac. They're shooting the shit.
Oh my
And I'm
fuck.
like, you're a sick fuck, mom. You're a sick fuck.
It's like, you're a sick fuck, but I love you.
So,
Some
like,
fucking weird furries messaging me. What the fuck?
Okay.
Ah, fucking
Anyways.
furry.
I'd say this was a good after party, right?
I went to a high school that
We still didn't
few people
introduce
actually
ourselves.
identified as furries before it was cool.
What?
Halt. We still didn't introduce ourselves.
No, I didn't.
Okay, let's introduce ourselves.
Okay,
It
starting from the top of the list, going by the order in the Discord channel.
Okay, you don't need to know me.
People are watching up to this episode. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we introduce ourselves at all.
True.
I've barely been in any episodes.
You've been in like what, one so far, other than this?
Hi, I'm Christopher Coburn, the unfunny Canadian.
Hi, I'm Shazam Man. I really don't feel like sharing my real name. I'm a schizophrenic douchebag Canadian who likes to watch cartoon rape.
Oh!
How pleasant.
Fucking Christ.
See, this is what happens after hours, guys.
What happens when Ryan remembers he's recording and he has to stop it because he's like, oh shit.
Okay. Honestly, I'm just fucking embracing it at this point.
I'm next satirical Joker, aka Nevik. Oh yeah.
Are you trying to pull off the daddy voice?
No, I'm just.
Joker, stop nutting, please.
Haha, joke's on you. I'm infertile. I can't nut.
Lucky.
My ex-girlfriend literally took my testicles. I lack the ability to ejaculate.
Okay, to everybody who's in the,
Wait. So that means when you masturbate, you automatically have blue balls?
Yes. Well, I mean, I would have blue balls if I had any.
No, I'm talking to Shazam. He can't nut.
Yeah, it is. It is like that. But, there's an upside. Theoretically, I can endlessly masturbate.
You can't know because your arm will fall off and your dick will fall off.
Okay, I'm gonna be brutally honest. If you look back far enough in the Raggedy Dan server, you'll see a conversation between me and Rage Warhammer. It'll be talking about my vasectomy.
What the fuck? Are we talking about surgery on the lower parts?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I had an overbearing circumcision. Now
Mine was forced. Mine was forced. I actually needed to. I will explain after we're done recording.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. This will be. You won't be able to hear this, people, because I don't think you.
I'll just leak it on Reddit.
We can't put any of that on YouTube.
Well, no, you can't. It goes into.
I mean, I looked at DMs for a second and I saw porn, so.
Alright.
So, yeah, would you guys say this was a good after hours kind of thing?
Yes, this was a great episode. I would do it again.
Alright.
Back again.
I'll see you all next time, my audience.
Wait, I need to do the outro. I need you to smash that like button.
Alright.
Just get up on that fucking table, whip your dick out,
And
open up your
remember-
laptop and just smash it.
Smash it like this.
Smash that fucking
I actually should not be beating my mic.
Like this.
No, die, please. Stop it.
When I ride past in the hot dab,
Lay like Pawn is the greatest YouTuber of all time.
Jesus Christ.
It sounded like you just hotline Miami'd your mic.
Okay.
Do you like hurting mics?
No, I was actually beating my Yu-Gi-Oh, like leftover Yu-Gi-Oh cards in.
Chris is gone. Chris is left.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna end now anyways. So.
Alright.
Bye guys! Why'd I do that?
You made me do it too. I'm blaming you.
Okay. And now we're going.